How long have you been married, and how did you meet?
Well, we've been married for, this will be 13 years. 13 years this summer.
It'll be 14
years
this summer.
14 years this summer, and we actually met here at church. We were teaching the middle school Sunday school class, and that's when we had first met each other.
So, why don't you tell us a short version of your love story? How did you start to figure out that you wanted to be with each other, and how did you connect? How did you start dating, that sort of thing?
He had come out of a relationship, I think, with somebody, and he asked me out, and I am so stinking shy. So the first month we dated was very awkward, and I don't know why he kept asking me out, but he did. But I just remember when he would leave my apartment, I would make sure that I was standing behind something to hold on to, because I was terrified. Oh gosh, he's going to hug me or something. And then we just continued dating, and you can take it over from here, I guess.
I think one thing that kind of attracted me to Elizabeth was the fact that I would always love to see her get up in front of the church and sing. She had such a passion and such a joy, you know, about what she did there, and so that's one of the first memories that I had of kind of falling in love with her.
How did you know that this was the one? What was the moment when you thought, this is the person for me to spend my life with?
Well, I think for me, you know, it kind of boils back to kind of what I just said there. You know, Elizabeth, a big part of her life had been spent in church, and, you know, in kind of getting to know her and teaching Sunday school together, and seeing the, you know, the love that she had, you know, up there singing, you know, that really played a big part in the type of feelings that I had for her. You know, I always wanted to find someone who was going to be grounded in church and be grounded in Christ, and you know, just in spending time with each other and everything, you know, that love just kind of started getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I knew that she was the one that God wanted me to spend the rest of my life with.
It took me a little longer to realize. I was just very cautious. I'm cautious in lots of things that I do. I have to look at every possible scenario, and I guess I tend to overthink things, but it just finally boiled down to that he was such a godly man, and when we went home to visit his family, and when I saw him with his family, and just the Christian background that he had, and the love for his family, and I guess, you know, the love he had for me just made me want to spend my life with him.
What do you know about marriage now that you wish you'd known sooner?
Gracious.
I think two big things for me is the fact of working as a team. You know, picking the other one up when something needs to be done, or when you know, when she may be down or something like that. And I think the second big thing is the fact that I wish we had started praying with each other earlier in our marriage. You know, we've been doing it for several years now, and probably the first few years of our marriage, we didn't have a consistent prayer life with each other. And you know, I think that once we had that established, you know, a few years into our marriage and everything, I wish that we had started that sooner.
And I guess just communicating. Lots of times both of us will just assume things and not discuss, and that has caused, you know, a little bit of problems sometime along the road. But just to communicate, be honest, and trust that the other person's going to stick with you no matter what.
If a young person came to you talking about getting married, what would be the number one advice you would give to someone thinking about getting married?
I think the biggest thing was, you know, is just to make sure that they've got their relationship established in Christ. I know that I had one of my former baseball players call me one night and actually talk to me about this a little bit, and, you know, just making sure that you're ready. You know, making sure that have that same feeling towards the other person, and you know, really make sure that you're grounded in Christ and grounded in your own relationship, and you know, make sure that this person is actually the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
And I would say, you know, basically the main point is, you know, if you have that relationship with God, everything else seems, you know, to fall into place. But also just to make sure that there's got to be give and take. You can't be selfish in marriage. You've got to learn to compromise sometimes, and you know, so we're in a society where we always want to get our way, and in marriage you can't be that way. You have to compromise and give and take a lot.